Good evening and welcome to Non-Stop Talk Live. I'm Pallab Ghosh with you on a solemn day when we have lost 70 lives in a plane crash in Nepal. The ill-fated plane was on its way from Kathmandu to Pokhara. The accident took place around 11:30 in the morning. According to initial reports, the accident took place because of a technical snag and the pilot couldn't inform the ATC. The reason? ATC gave its green signal for the landing. However, until and unless the black box is not found, we cannot really rule out or stress upon any logic, because in any plane crash we all know that black box is the ultimate. So unless and until the black box is found, we cannot really pinpoint at any of the reason of this accident. So we have to keep this open, as if I am correct, then the black box is still being hunted. Immediately after the plane crash, Prime Minister Prachand went to the control room to take stock of the situation. Subsequently went to the accident site and also declared one-day state mourning in respect of the deaths. Commendable decision, because we in our country seldom see prime ministers or chief ministers visiting the accident site within 1 hour or within few hours even. This is indeed commendable. Now, many questions will be raised, but before that, a few more details about the accident. The plane were carrying 68 passengers and 4 crew members. 2 passengers, Nepali nationals, are recovered from the debris. They are in critical situation and they are fighting for their lives in one of the Nepal hospital, because the plane was totally burnt in the crash. Now the big question, and perhaps Nepal will have to answer now, because this accusation, this allegation has been raised since ages, that Nepal tends to use condemned aircrafts, the aircrafts which needs repairs, but they just do a face-off, literally denting, painting of the aircraft and put on the wheels. And this is the reason we come across so many accidents, so many plane crashes in Nepal. Sometimes in Pokhara, sometimes in Kathmandu, sometimes outskirts of Kathmandu, so on and so forth. So, this question will be addressed, and this question will have to be answered this time by Nepal, because this is the question that raises a big question mark actually on the safety and security of the tourists also. And there's apprehension that there will be a downfall in the Nepali tourism, I mean outbound tourism or inbound tourism for some time, because these crashes cast a scary spell and alarm on tourists who come to know that this is the situation in the country, and there will be a lull in the tourism for some time. But before that, Nepal will have to gear its machinery and spend some real money on aviation. Back home, Indian Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia tweeted to express his condolences and assure all the assistance to the people who are stranded, because there are 5 Indian passengers who are dead. So their family members are also waiting for the dead bodies. I beg your pardon. And also Prime Minister Narendra Modi tweeted to express his condolences and grief. But as I said, the big question is, when Nepal will learn from this accidents, and will Nepal will spend some money on the aviation industry to ensure the safety and security of passengers, which also includes tourists, that actually brings money, actually brings the exchequer to the country. And this is of course applicable for any country. I leave you with this. And of course, as I said, from Nonsense Talk, I, Pallab Ghosh, express my respects, my condolences to the deceased. And may Almighty God give strength and courage to the family members of these 70 odd passengers' families to bear the grief and sorrow.